What is up, ladies and gentlemen? If all is well, we are back again. Hope you're doing well. Small break, and if all is well, we should be able to continue for a big chunk now. Don't think half an hour or whatever it was is enough, but for now we can continue the way we were continuing, the way we were busy before. Welcome back. In the meantime, not much has changed with respect to runway use. We have an E2 Embraer 195 KLM flight 1140. Buffering already. Yeah, somebody is calling me. Buffering already. Oh shit, everything is... Wait a minute. What is happening here? Let's see if reconnecting the cable, does that work? Doesn't. Pitch black. Let's try that again. Huh? What is going on here? Why is the screen black? That is really weird. I have opened up let's try and see what is going on here. Alright, let's see. It's dark. Something isn't working. I'm not exactly sure what is going on here. Right, well, let's see if we can fix that. Take out the HDMI, put it back in. Also here on the receiving end, take out the HDMI, put it back in. Does that work? That didn't help. Okay, let's see. I have restarted the ATEM Mini, and I've reloaded the audio and video settings. If all is well, it should be working again. I hope you guys are hearing me properly. From my end here, it seems that everything is working. I also see that the video is once again updating. Yeah. Needed to restart the ATEM Mini. That seems to have resolved it. Always something, isn't it? Always something. In the meantime, welcome back Kawairashi, who just renewed his membership. Welcome back to the Aurora Sky Lounge. Thank you for your vote of confidence and renewing your membership. Mic doesn't seem to be working. Check the voice microphone. For fuck's sake, what is going on now? Huh? Everything is working. Okay. Switched it off, turned it back on again. Are you guys hearing me? Is the voiceover working? Is the voiceover working? Sounds like you're far away. All good, huh? Mic is good now? No voice, only main mic. That is weird because everything is working. Let's restart it. I've restarted the DJI mic. It should be working.
Het klinkt goed hoor.
Huh?
Het klinkt goed. Ik zou gewoon beginnen. Laat ik wel weten als het goed is.
I have no idea what could be wrong. Everything seems to be working on my end. Valentine here also is indicating that the audio is working normally. Not sure what you guys are experiencing. It's good now. Okay. Finally. For crying out loud. we should have done the 1 hour break now, and we still need to do another one.
Ik denk dat die toch niet goed werkt.
Niet?
Nee, want je praat net in de microfoon, maar als je er verder vanaf staat, lijkt het alsof alleen die het doet. De grote.
It's bad again. Huh? Alright. The DJI mic is on. Let's first film the Qatar cargo coming in. Qatar cargo 777-300 arriving from Doha. The Alpha 7 Bravo Foxtrot Kilo. Okay, what the fuck? I'm going to listen in. Don't know what is going on here. Need to be able to troubleshoot myself. Everything should be the way it normally is. I'm going to listen in with the headset.
Hij pakt het geluid van je laptop.
The sound of the laptop.
Ja, als je een laptop...
How is that possible? Check, check. Check, check. Check, check. Check, check. Check, check. Check, check. I can hear myself perfectly. I'm now standing away from the laptop and from the camera. Everything sounds normal. I have no idea what is up. Everything seems to be working normal. I'm now meters away. I can show you I'm walking away. Everything, it sounds normal to me now with the earplugs. Question is, will it stay like this? I didn't change anything. Right. Bluetooth off. QuickTime player off as well. Okay. Hope everything is working again. Testing 1 2 1 2. Testing 1 2 1 2. I've got my earplugs in again in the box. Everything is good. All right. No idea what was going on. Everything is working okay. Well, hopefully it's going to stay that way then. Let me know as soon as something is starting to fill again. Right, time to put the gloves back on. Alright, where were we? KLM flight 1020 arriving from Leeds, umbrella 175. The wind is still fierce, as you guys can tell. Wind hasn't reduced in speed anything. Still in the vicinity of 20 knots. So welcome back, you're watching AMS Live, my name is Boy. We're still here at a very busy center runway. Or at least the vicinity of the center runway is very busy. Over there is where the military police and the police will hold you. There are now airplanes at the Polderbaan visible. A couple have been parked over there, you can see them already. I'm counting 3, 4 airplanes already that we can more or less see from over here. Cars are even more abundantly visible here. Quite a few. Until over here. Also in the road I am standing still. Cars everywhere. The Dash 8 from the Coast Guard taking off again. Coast Guard Dash 8 out for a coastal patrol again. And indeed A340 Suriname, the Dows, there it is. Suriname A340 over here, and also the Coran World to Fly A350 over here. 38k subs already, nice. Thank you all so much for that. Now on the scale of chimney smoke, the wind currently is looking like so. Looking on flight radar right now, or at least looking on the internet, we can see that there's still 20 knots of wind. It is still blowing from the southwest, still varying between a bit north of west and south-southwest. 10 kilometers of visibility. There is still a ceiling. The ceiling is now 1800 feet, so it is climbing a little bit. We have few clouds at 900 feet, scattered clouds at 1400 feet. And there's also a bizjet that is approaching. So let's quickly turn around. España, Español. I was hoping for more sunshine as the afternoon would progress. Right now it is still very much overcast. Next airplane coming in is Transavia. And the 747 that was still expected is flying over German heartland. Silkway West Airlines arriving from Baku, ETA 443. Expected to land on the runway we are standing next to, the center runway. Air Force One underway, ETA somewhere between 8 and 9 p.m. And a very good afternoon to all who have joined. Welcome back. You're watching AMS Live. My name is Boy. We are still here in a field of grass next to a field of potatoes next to runway center. This is Transavia flight 6492 arriving from Agadir, I should say. That's somewhere in the north of... This is the Papa Hotel, Yankee Hotel Whiskey. Whiskey. Well, I say whiskey, but I still have some coffee left that I haven't touched yet. Luckily in the thermos. Next up is going to be KLM flight 1904 arriving from Vienna in Austria. That's a 737-700. It's the Papa Hotel Bravo Golf Mike. Amsterdam Planespotting asks how much zoom my camera has. The optical zoom is equivalent to 600 millimeters full frame, and in addition to that it can go up to 800 times digital zoom. I use up to 400 maximally because that is already more than enough. That'll give you this. Pointed light sources will look very ugly, so I refrain from using too much zoom, but it does sometimes work. This is already in digital zoom range. Top end of optical zoom would go to here, and this would equate to roughly 600 times optical zoom. This is what fully zoomed out looks like. Just goes to show how far this camera can zoom in. Germany A350 is coming in, and a small plane from Poland is coming in. Petrikov is announcing. I am looking forward to seeing an A350 from Germany instead of taking the train. But there's a power outage, I think, of the Dutch railroad company, so maybe taking the plane is a better option. Police helicopter is also taking off. Yeah, just think the Airwolf theme along with it. Alright, KLF 1904, 737-700, arriving from Vienna. Papa Hotel, Bravo Golf Mike, 1 hour and 35 minutes on the way. 14-year-old airplane, first flight February 2011. Now, Petrikov was mentioning the A350 from Germany. I'm wondering, where is it already? Is it far away, or is it already in the vicinity? Marissa says, German A350 is not on flight radar, but it is flying before the PLF 106. I don't think that I can see that either. Oh, it just passed Zwolle. Oh yeah, I do see the PLF 106, still pretty far away. And it was before it or just after it. Anyway, doesn't matter. Here we go, KLM flight 1366. E2 Embraer 195 arriving from Budapest. 1 hour 53 minutes on the way, the PH NXS. Papa Hotel, November X-Ray Sierra. The airplane a year old, first flight July 2023. See that Lance is also back in the chat. Bill J is back in the chat. Malky, Jordi, welcome back, guys. Hope everybody is doing well. E2 Embraer 195 arriving from Budapest. KLM flight 1366. And it looks like there is a place where the dignitaries are being put on a bus or something. They've been standing there all the time. It's probably where the people who land here, who visit the NATO Summit, are onboarding, deboarding. The wind is absolutely not slowing down. We have some airplanes over there that are parked on the Polderbaan. You can see them from over here. And the police is also over there, abundantly present. Indeed, Knetter, it is blowing pretty hard. It's almost stormy. This is KLM Flight 1580 arriving from Lisbon, a 737-800. Turkish A330-200 ADSB, AZ says, Lorenzo, guten Tag. Yuri, goedemiddag. Welcome to the show, all others. Hope everybody is doing well. People are curious about Air Force One. It is not showing on Flight Radar, but you can see it on ADSB. For that you need to find 92-900 as is visible over here as registration. 92-900 will show you the location of Air Force One, and you can see it is traversing the big pond now. Still a bit out, but it is coming. If I had to guess, I would say it is arriving somewhere between 8 and 9 p.m. In the meantime, a massive big thank you to Spotter Happy, who just now gifted 5 memberships. Disregard the just became a member notification. That is incorrect. That is still a faulty automated widget that I have to fix. Spotter Happy, mate, thank you so much for your generosity. You didn't have to do that, you went ahead, did it anyway. I hope that everybody who received a gifted membership from you will say thank you for it and will enjoy the custom emojis that you now have at your disposal for a month. Welcome to the Skylines new members. Don't forget to say thank you to Spotter Happy. Hey, Officer Rudolf, hoe is het, kerel? Wat zeg je? De aardappelen die staan daar, man. Officer Rudolph also here, all patrol. He already texted, I texted him to ask if he had to work, and he was already mentioning that he had the afternoon shift. He's asking, where are the potatoes? Anyway, Spotter Happy, once again, mate, thank you so much for your generosity. Welcome to the Skylines new members. Don't forget to say thank you to Spotter Happy if you're one of the recipients of the gifted memberships. The gifted memberships. Don't forget to use those custom emojis. In the meantime, the G is about to land in the house. A G in the house pretty soon. Aegean Airlines is arriving from Athens. 3 hours and 11 minutes on the way. The SX Nav. This is an A321 Neo, 3 years old, first flight May 2022. Officer Rudolph having our backs, that's good and reassuring. Even though the sun isn't shining yet, it does look a bit brighter now at the horizon, so I hope it will have seen the last of the drizzle. Airwolf is still hovering over there. Jeffrey asks how many likes for an airplane dance today. Well, since we did begin at another stream, I would say that Actually, each 500 would be enough. Oh yeah, speaking of which, I think you guys are due an airplane dance then, aren't you? Let's first, well, yeah, no, it's just Embraers after Embraers after Embraers. Dave A010, good to see you, mate. Renat says that a German military thing is going to land pretty soon, so let me take this moment then to do the first airplane dance, even if it is only at 500 likes, but you have to remember, this is part 2. We already did the first 1000, so thank you all so much. First 500 likes are in the pocket. Upwards and onwards, each 500 likes will now give you airplane dances because we continue counting from stream 1. German Airways, and that's the dam wall, not the pre, but the dam wall. Thanks for the warning, Marissa. Marissa says, if only we could see the faces of the people around him. Well, right now, nobody is in the vicinity other than Valentine, and he was grinning and clapping softly. Oh, I am so sorry. The soundboard is missing. So sorry. Over here we have KLM flight 1432. It is an M190 arriving from Lyon. 1 hour and 36 minutes on the way. Papa Hotel Echo Zulu Charlie is the registration. The airplane is 16 years old. Its first flight was in January 2009. People are enjoying the M. That's good. That's good. In the meantime, KLM flight 1756 is coming in from Hamburg. Hamburgers. 45 minutes on the way. 737-800. The Papa Hotel Bravo Golf Bravo. Let's see, 737-700 is following next. E2 Embraer arriving from, E2M 195 arriving from Barcelona after that. Boss says, boy, your YouTube channel just got named again on MPO2 radio. Is that so? Is that so? Funny. It's pity that the Polderbaan is closed, because with runway 27 still out of commission for maintenance, if it were Polderbaan arrivals and we would have been standing on the west side, on the other side of the airplanes than we are now filming them from, we would have seen them all crabbing violently with 20 knots of crosswind. Absolutely that they are going to crab. That was a sip of lukewarm coffee. Meanwhile, this is KLM flight 1978 arriving from Dubrovnik. That's in Croatia, isn't it? 737-700. 2 hours and 18 minutes on the way. Papa Hotel Bravo Golf Hotel. Wasn't Dubrovnik also part of where they filmed Game of Thrones? Marissa says, maybe we can put a link to follow Air Force One in a pinned chat. I don't have a direct link. It's more sort of a description or something. But yeah, let's see what we can do. What is the next airplane? That's an E2M. So let's see. You guys want to know how to follow Air Force One. So let me see. That is easiest to do by going to this. I'm not sure if this is the link already that will give you the airplane. If this isn't the link, then at least what you should do is this, and then registration 92-9000. Hey.
Ja, ik hoorde dat gisteren dat je een sluspumpje hebt geweest.
Dankjewel. Officer Rudolph just handing me a nice bottle of cola. Thank you so much, Officer Rudolph. Let me see if I can pin this comment. Okay, chat coming up. There it is. Whoa, 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 whoa. And pin message. Now, guys, if all is well, this is the link to follow. Hey, please, Red Devil, thank you so much for the super chat. Who says you just were on NPO2? That's nice to hear. If all is well, the pin is okay. The pin is working. Great to hear. So, if you want to see Air Force One, that is in fact the link. In the meantime, Officer Rudolph here. That is my second subscriber and also one of the longest standing members of the channel. Officer Rudolph here explaining to Valentine what you can see over there. He just dropped a bottle of Coke here for me next to the thermos of lukewarm cola, lukewarm coffee, and he is explaining about the things that we can see over there. Link is working, excellent, happy to hear that, guys. Seems like another airplane dance is coming up pretty soon, but not before we are filming this German A350. Gentlemen, here, interesting airplane is coming. German A350. Something that you don't see every day. German government is coming in, A350. And also Gulfstream arriving from Warsaw behind it. Check it out, guys. Airplane dance with the officer. I don't think that Officer Rudolph is going to do an airplane dance. He is shaking no. Pretty certain that that is not going to happen. Bundesrepublik Deutschland, herzlich willkommen, liebe Nachbarn. Mit dem Flugzeug gekommen. Großartig. What a beautiful airplane. Unsere Nachbarn im Osten sind arriviert. Awesome. What a beautiful machine. Absolutely lovely. He would, but not in uniform. Absolutely. I think that's the distinction. No, those were not duckies, they were geese, but I don't have the specific sound for geese, so you'll have to forgive me for using the ducky sound effect. Next up is PLF 106. That is the Polish government coming in from Warsaw. It's Gulfstream Gulf 550. 1 hour 41 minutes on the way. Now number 3 on flight radar, tracked by 6,099 people.
Een paleis stukken, boy.
Wat zeg je?
Een paleis stukken.
PLF 106 arriving from Warsaw. 7-year-old airplane, first flight July 2017. At Schiphol there's always a lot to see. This is not a lot, but this is the Polish government and looking very polished. What a beautiful machine. Check out those flaps. And the easterly neighbors of our easterly neighbors have also arrived. Lovely to see that the Germans and the Polish delegates were arriving back to back. For those of you who are unfamiliar with the topography of Europe and the Netherlands and the neighboring countries, Germany is the country right to the east of the Netherlands, and Poland is the country right to the east of Germany. So it's lovely to see how they are arriving back to back. Now, over here we have Kenya Airways, flight 116, arriving from Nairobi in Kenya, and that is in... It's a Boeing 7878 Dreamliner, 8 hours and 42 minutes on the way, the 5 Yankee Kilo Zulu Echo.
Kijk, zoveel eenheden zijn er nu in de Roro en halen we meer mee.
10-year-old airplane, first flight August 2014.
Wil nog wel eens met het GPS-signaal.
Marianne zegt, hallo boys, zoals op Radio 2 bij Ruud de Wild. Kijken zij naar jouw stream. Hallo mensen in de studio bij Ruud de Wild. Goedemiddag. Feel free to interact with us in the live chat. Wolfgang says, 2 dances needed, 1800 likes. Is that so? Mate, how on earth can we get so many likes already? That is impossible, isn't it? What? Right, well, 2 airplane dances it is then. We are counting from the first stream onwards. The first stream we already had the first airplane dance at 1,000 likes, and after that, like I said before, each 500 new likes will give you another airplane dance. Airwolf is leaving, but airplane dance number 1 is arriving. Here we go. This is for the 1,000 likes. Thank you all so much, ladies and gentlemen. Careful not to trip uneven ground here. Yay! People are clapping. Awesome. And now it is time for airplane dance number 3 with winglets. Because we have crossed 1,500 likes and pretty soon 2,000 coming up. Thank you all so much. Good exercise for me, good fun for you. In the meantime, also a massive big thank you to Jack Hendricks, who just now gifted 5 memberships. You really didn't have to do that. You went ahead, did it anyway. Welcome to the Aurora Skylines new members. Don't forget to have fun with the custom emojis that you now have at your disposal. Don't forget to say thank you for the gifted membership. I thought we had seen the last of the droplets, but I do think we are once again feeling a little bit of drizzle. Hopefully it's not going to be too substantial. In the meantime, also a massive big thank you. Chat is still going really quickly. A massive big thank you to Tom Endeman. Where is that message? There it is. Tom Endeman just now gifting 10 memberships. Mate, thank you so much for your generosity. Hope that everybody who receives a gifted membership for you will say thank you for it. Welcome to the Aurora Skylines members. Don't forget to say thank you. Oké. Wat moet ik doen? Microfoon even uitzetten. In the meantime, also a massive big thank you, not the Slinger, for your super chat. I had to mute the audio because Officer Rudolph was trying to use the megaphone to call some spotters that are in the field further to the right. Ask them to come back. A couple of guys that are over there continuing. Hey Werkster Rudolf, bedankt voor de cola vriend. Yeah, Officer Rudolph has to go and get those spotters. I'm not sure if I already said, if I already highlighted Not the Slingers super chat. Mate, thank you so much for your generosity. Yeah, so you are allowed to spot over here, but not allowed to go just anywhere. In the meantime, we have KLM flight 1832 over here and Embraer 190, and the keys flying in the vicinity. Wat? Waar? Oh, oké, tankauto hier op de weg. Oh, maar die gaat. Oh, maar dat is. Die gaat naar de polderbaan. Die gaan refuelen. Refueling trucks are driving around the. What is it here? The northern threshold of the center runway. Can we see them still? Where were they? Yeah, that's the dike is in front of it. It's a sort of dike. There were refueling trucks over there. In the meantime, I keep going back to the computer. Massively thank Tom for your super chat. He writes, thanks for the coverage, boy. My pleasure, Tom. Happy to oblige. Glad to hear you are enjoying what I'm doing here. Hope that goes for everybody. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. It's a free and easy way to help this channel reach a wider audience of people that, like you guys, are interested in airplanes, who like sound effects, who like ducks, who like banter, most importantly, who don't take themselves too seriously. This is Lufti, flight 2306. It's an A321 arriving from Munich. Still tippy-toey. We weren't able to see if it touched down, but I think it did. I also see bits of blue over there in the sky. That is really nice. Try to keep track of everything. Thank you so much, Wolfgang. Must have missed it, but thank you so much, Veerboot, for your super chat as well. Epic streams, boy. Thank you so much, Veerboot. Apologies for the delayed response. Thank you, Wolfgang, for bringing it under my attention that I might have missed Veerboot's donation. That is unintentional. I cannot see everything, unfortunately. I try my best to see as much as I can, but thank you so much, Wolfgang, for letting me know, and Veerboot, thank you so much for your kind words and for your donation. Oh, Officer Rudolph is now in the field. Actually, no, wait, that's not Officer Rudolph. Officer Rudolph drove a different car. Officer Rudolph is over there. He is overlooking the whole situation. Hot Pursuit. It's like, what's that series again? The Dukes of Hazzard. Yeehaw, Hot Pursuit. Need for Speed. Yeah. What are those lads doing going into the field that far? That is really stupid. Why would you do that? Because you can see everything perfectly well from over here. You have to respect nature and people, other people's property as well. It's things like that that sometimes can give spotters a bad name. Yeah, I see it. The German A350, and there's the tanking truck, the refueling trucks, plural. So the A350 is driving to the parking area of the Polderbaan. A couple of airplanes you can already see in the distance. There's one over there, another one over there, another one over there, another one over there, another one over there. Slowly but surely more are gathering here. Alright, EasyJet, but airplanes preceding Quad Squad members don't get much love here on AMS Live. It is time for the third queen of the show. This is Silkway West Airlines Flight 205, arriving from Baku. 4 hours 59 minutes away. Registration Victor Quebec Bravo Whiskey Yankee. It is a 7478. Number 6, now number 5 of Flight Radar. Tracked by 5,442 people. In the meantime, it is raining super chats. I see them all. Luca is asking, will you still be live with Air Force One? I definitely am going to be live then. That's why I took the break earlier. We will probably need another half-hour break at a later stage so that I am sure to be able to catch Air Force One, but I am going to stick around until it has landed. I hope it is going to land here on the center runway. That's the thing that worries me the most, that it's going to land on a different runway. Wouldn't be surprised if they were going to pull something like that on us. This is the 7478, 5 hours on the way, 9 years old, first flight July 2015. Also Dave A010, who says in Dutch, thank you for the live stream. Thank you so much for your kind words and for your donation, Dave A010. I do the best I can. Also a massive big thank you to Alex Lightfoot. Lekker bezig, go get him. Thank you so much, Alex. I will definitely go get him. That one definitely landed. Will we get the reversers? Yep. Answer is yes, we will. Absolutely lovely. Huh? The spotters are meegenomen? Where's the police vehicle? Oh, they continued? Okay, the spotters have maybe have been arrested. Hey, new airplane coming in. That's the one with the livery from the tattoo artist. What's his name again? Corendon Max 9, arriving from, oh wow, Gazipaza. think that's the first time I'm seeing an airplane that is arriving from Gazipaza. Where is that? Is that in Turkey? 3 hours and 59 minutes on the way. Right, that's the coffee finished. This is Corendon Airlines flight 250 arriving from Gazipaza. Max 9 737 Papa Hotel Charlie Delta Quebec is the registration. Airplane a year old, first flight October 2023. Now also the people from the radio are reaching out via Facebook. Just received a message. Oh. Henk Schiefmachers, that's his name. Joris hier van de Koen en Sander Show. Ik kom graag met je in contact voor een mogelijk belletje in de show morgen. Wat is je telefoonnummer? Oké, zo.
We zijn aan het schieten.
Ja, shots fired. De bird controller is...
Tussen de rode en de zwarte.
Ja, shots fired. The culprit is right there, K4. In the meantime, also a massive big thank you to Willem, aka Matus Corpo. If I can still find it. There it is. Very generous super chat there. AMS Live rocks. You keep us sane despite Nevo Freak Show. Mucho amor, mate. Thank you so much. Do the best I can to keep the sanity here in check. Tampa, Portugal is arriving from Lisbon. Turkish flight 1953 is coming in. That's an A330-200 arriving from Istanbul, Turkey. Turkish flight 1953, A330-200, 3 hours and 4 minutes on the way. Tango Charlie Juliet India Tango is the registration. The airplane is 16 years old, first flight December 2008. And Marissa is informing us that the Turkish government A330 is flying behind Turkish flight 1953, not visible on flight radar. That is good to know. And Amsterdam Planespotting, thank you so much for your offer. I am good with when it comes to drinks and food. Thank you so much for your offer, mate. Really sweet of you to ask about it, but I am perfectly good. Thank you so much. So this is a regular Turkish passenger airplane, and after this we are going to see the Turkish government. Hey, are you seeing what I'm seeing, Valentine? Blue sky! The sun is about to shine here. Woo! Duck, yeah! In the meantime, I see that Andre van der Putten just became our latest Aurora Skylounge member. Andre, mate, thank you so much for your vote of support, for your vote of confidence, for choosing the Aurora Skylounge as your place to hang out in. Hope you like it there. Don't forget to use the custom emojis that you now have at your disposal. There are still 32, but I have a sneaking suspicion that pretty soon we are going to have 33. In the meantime, also a big thank you to Arjan for your super chat, mate. Thank you so much. So another A330, this is the Turkish government arriving.
Let's get loud, let's get loud. Turn the music up to hear that sound.
But not too loud, because I don't want you guys to damage your speakers or eardrums. AMS Live cannot be held accountable for loss to speakers or eardrums. You are watching this stream at your own discretion. So this is the Turkish government arriving. And we are overdue another airplane dance. I think you may be right, Martin. Ready at 2600 something. So let's do that airplane dance after we are done. Yeah, 2 airplane dances, right? Yeah, the 2000 and the 2500. We'll have to do them back to back. All right, welcome to the Netherlands, Turkish delegation. It is a lovely machine, isn't it? Wow. Oh. Was that me, or did it look a bit wobbly just before the touchdown? In the meantime, also a massive big thank you to Lifeline 2. Thank you so much for your super chat. Hello from Rotterdam. Nice stream again. Thanks and greetings, mate. Thank you so much, Lifeline 2. It is time for 2 airplane dances for 2,000 and 2,500 likes. Thank you all so much, ladies and gentlemen. This field is going to get trampled. Hope Officer Rudolph will not come chase after me because I am in the field too far. Thank you all so much. This is for the 2,000 likes. And we are also going to do another one for the 2,500 likes. Mates, thank you all so much. Time for airplane dance number 5. I'm going to be in shape after this. What a nice feat. Thank you all so much. All right. The people here are loving it as well. And thank you, Petrikov, for keeping us posted. Air Force One is out of MLET coverage, so we won't see it again until it is in the vicinity of the UK. It was originally expected to leave around 12 local time, Netherlands time I mean, and arrive around 7. The airplane left an hour and 15 minutes or so after its estimated time of departure. So I think Air Force One is probably going to arrive somewhere between 8 and 9 p.m. local time. And visuals by Nick says in Dutch, hi, new to the channel, but think it's super awesome. What kind of lens do you have on your camera? Well, I use a camcorder, so everything is built in. You can find the details of my equipment in the video description. So if you click on the explode button below the video, you will find the elaborate video description. You will find my camera, the microphones and whatnot. Art Amsterdam asks, also a backflip at 3k likes. I wish I were that agile, but I don't think that attempting that is going to be good for the sake of the channel. If I break my neck, game over. Don't think that is what Busta Rhymes meant when he was rapping about break your neck. But that is what's going to happen if I am going to attempt a backflip, so better that I don't. Yeah, so look at this, ladies and gentlemen. Blue sky here. Also a bit more darker in the direction where the wind is coming from at the horizon. So I don't think we are completely out of the woods yet, but it does seem to indicate that it is slowly improving, the weather. Let's not forget, it is almost, well, summer has officially begun here on the Northern Hemisphere. Not that long ago. What was it, on the 21st or something, officially? The astronomical summer, the meteorological summer already began at the beginning of the month. Right, KLM 737 up next. Oh dear, 3,000 likes. I just keep on dancing. It is that time again. 3,000 likes. Thank you all so much, ladies and gentlemen. This is an F-14 with back. And the F-14, when it is coming in for the carrier, let's see if we can catch the third wire. The third arresting cable was triggered. Thank you, Valentine, who is clapping here. It's not a slow clap, it's a sincere clap. Getting better every time. It's a learning process. Speaking about learning processes, if you want to laugh, have a look at the very first live stream that I did. Learning curve, learning curve. In the meantime, Ludwig Klaas just became our latest Aurora Sky Lounge member. Thank you, Ludwig, for your vote of confidence, for choosing the Aurora Sky Lounge as your place to hang out in. I hope you're going to like it there. Many have gone before you. If you need to know where stuff is, ask around. People will happily show you. This is TUI arriving from Mytilene. TUI Airlines Belgium. Yeah, it's registered. 3 hours and 15 minutes on the way. Mytilene, that is in Greece, isn't it? If I recall correctly. Can you tell I've never been there? Pole dancing for 4K, Rookie Scott says. First we need to find us a pole then that I can dance in. I'm not sure that you guys want to see that. Pole dancing you may be able to see on my OnlyFans page. If you go to the community section, have a look. The link is still working. AMS Live.
OnlyFans?
OnlyFans.
OnlyFans.
No, OnlyFans. The link, if you follow the link in the description, you'll get a 10% discount. So have a look in the community section and you will find a link to the OnlyFans page. Click on it and see if you like it. If you do, 10% discount if you become a subscriber. In the meantime, a massive big thank you to Lauwe van der Heijden. Lauwe van der Heijden just now gifted 10 memberships. Mate, you really didn't have to do that. That is very generous of you. That is really awesome. Lauwe, thank you so much for your generosity. Welcome to the Aurora Sky Lounge new members. Don't forget to say thank you to Lauwe if you are one of the 10 recipients of his gifted memberships. Don't forget to have fun with the custom emojis. Use them as inappropriately as you can think of. Get creative with them. Make us laugh with them. Spamming is not allowed, but you are allowed to use custom emojis to your heart's desire. So get creative with them. Make us laugh. Lauwe, thank you so much for your generosity, mate. And new members, welcome to the Sky Lounge. Corking just became our latest Aurora Sky Lounge member. Welcome to the Aurora Sky Lounge, Corking. You'll find the custom emojis on the left and all the vodka, the complimentary vodka on the right. Thank you for your vote of confidence. Hope you will like it in the lounge. Hey, is there a 747 taking off to Frankfurt that I see on Flight Radar? Yes, that's over there. That's the Pepsi. I could go for some Pepsi. Oh wait, I have a bottle of Coke over here. The police gave me coke. That's only in the Netherlands. I got free coke from the coppers. That's the country that we live in. Alright, another BizJet is coming in. Which one is this? Portugal? Can you... Valentine says Portugal. I am not sure. I am not sure that it is. Portugal? Portugal. Portugal it is. All right. It is the exhaust gases of the jets that you are smelling indeed. At the polder, at the Kaagbaan, you often smell that as well.
Like the rubber.
Yeah, it is a very specific scent. Absolutely. Also a massive big thank you to Han Wegelaar, just super chatted. Thank you for the nice coverage. Thank you so much for your generosity and for your support, mate. Doing the best I can. Happy to hear that you are enjoying it. Thank you so much, Han, for your generosity. What is this? This is SAS flight 1549 arriving from Copenhagen. That's an A320 Neo. Hey, and John, welcome to the Aurora Sky Lounge, mate. John became our latest Aurora Sky Lounge member. Thanks for the vote of confidence. Welcome to the Aurora Sky Lounge. Be sure to use those custom emojis that you now have at your disposal. Have fun with them. And hey there, Madison. Welcome to the channel. If you are enjoying what you're seeing, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. It is a free and easy way to help this channel reach a wider audience of like-minded people. People who like aviation, who like banter, who like nature. Hey, and it's the Turk that is over there. In the meantime, a massive big thank you to Garik for your super chat. Small token of support for your channel. Bedankt, boy. Garik, thank you so much for your generosity and for your kind words. Doing the best I can, and I'm glad to hear that you are appreciating what I'm doing. Thank you so much. Let's take some of that coke that Officer Rudolph gave me. Lovely. Been a long while since I last had some coke. Now, what is this? This is a MAX 8 737 arriving from Istanbul on my right. Turk and Turk. Next up is going to be Qatar Flight 273 arriving from Doha. That is a 777. And Melvin Feyenoord 1908 1908. Melvin, welcome to the Aurora Sky Lounge, mate. Thank you for becoming a member. Thanks for your vote of confidence. Hope you will enjoy the custom emojis that you now have at your disposal, my friend. Thank you and welcome. So Qatar is slowly but surely coming. And the Turkish A330 is taxiing towards the Polderbaan where it is going to park. This is Qatar Cargo arriving from Doha. Flight 273. 6 hours and 41 minutes on the way. Registration Alpha 7 Bravo Foxtrot Lima. Number 7 of flight radar, tracked by 4,969 people. The airplane is 8 years old. First flight February 2017. In the meantime, 2 new members. Leon the Lion, I like the name, and Marco Erasmus just became our latest Aurora Sky Lounge members. Guys, thank you both so much for the support and your vote of confidence. Have fun with custom emojis, use them, get creative with them. Thank you both so much for the support and for your vote of confidence. Next airplane is over there. Gives me a brief moment to go over to the computer and massively thank Henry. If I can find his message, scroll up, scroll up, scroll up. There it is. Henry Kamp, thank you so much. He just super chatted and wrote in Dutch. Continue like that, friend. Goed bezig. It doesn't really translate that well into English. Goed bezig means doing something right. It's not exactly what it means, but doing good, doing good. That's a good translation. Thank you, Valentine. In the meantime, also a massive big thank you to Hold Short for your super chat. Thanks, and stay away from the Coke and vodka, please. Don't you tell me what to do, my friend. Whatever, I do what I want. As Carmen would say. Nah, I need the Coke to stay on my feet. No. It does help in staying hydrated. And the vodka does too. Vodka from the faucet, that is. Frank Aviator also back in the chat, good to see ya. This is Austrian, returning from Vienna and still missing the word wolf. Ample space, still haven't gotten around to adding the word wolf to it. I'm so sorry, Wolfgang. I'm so sorry you had to see this. Entschuldigung. KLM flight 1010. Binary flight number arriving from London Heathrow. And between between the messages, Mac G, mate, thank you so much for your generosity. Bill as well. Mac G wrote, thank you for the great show. Thumbs up, thumbs up. Thank you so much for your support and for your kind words, Mac G. I'm glad to see that you are enjoying yourself. Hope everybody is. Also, Bill Peterson, good to have you back, sir. Watching from Minnesota, thanks, boy, he writes. Thank you so much for your vote of, for your support and for your kind words. Good to see you again, Bill. I've got the feeling that it's been a while since we last saw you. Maybe you were in Lurkers Lounge. Hope everything is still okay on your end. YouTube asks in Dutch, wordt het afgezet? Are they closing off the terrain? Doesn't look like it, does it? Not that I can see. I've got a hunch that they might have Air Force One land on a different runway than where we are currently spotting from. I wouldn't be surprised to see if they change the runway use. Maybe let it fly in on the ILS of runway 27. Last minute left hand bank to land on runway 24. Kaagbaan? Doesn't seem too far-fetched now, does it? Next airplane coming in is KLM flight 898, arriving from Beijing in China. Before that, let me quickly go back to the computer and thank Motivation for a very generous super chat. And Motivation writes, thinking of coming to your spot to shoot a Air Force One soon. Is 450mm enough for a good photo? What zoom are you using? Well, I am using a Canon XA60, which is a camcorder and that has inbuilt optics. It is said that the optical zoom, the top end, and that is approximately over here, equates 600mm full frame, roughly speaking. This is being fully zoomed out And from where I am standing, the top end of my optical zoom, that's around 600 millimeters, is over here. 450 millimeters would be 3/4 of the way, so that would be approximately over here. So if you are using 450 millimeters and Air Force One is landing over here, you would have to get a bit closer to the runway, I think. Now, plenty of people who are doing that. As you can see, the road here is completely filled with people. The police and the military police are lenient and aren't chasing people away. They're just patrolling to make sure that nobody is going into the field like those two lads were doing just now when Officer Rulov was here. So I think 450 millimeters should be more than enough. In the meantime, the next airplane coming in is TUI. Where is it? Am I now missing it? No. I'm seeing it visually. Just need to zoom in. This is a flight from TUI, but it is operated by Go to Sky, and according to Flight Radar, this is an all-white airplane. Registered Oscar Mike Golf Tango Foxtrot. Arriving from Palma de Mallorca, where it left from 2 hours and 16 minutes ago. And it looks like an ETA is coming after that. ETA, Ryanair. Finnair is coming, but that's an A321. What else is coming? PLF 101 is arriving from Warsaw. What's that? PLF 101. Overlapping labels. Let's see. Oh yeah, that's another Polish government airplane that is arriving. PLF 101. That's a 737-800. Flying in the vicinity of Dronten. Alright, so this is an all-white airplane flying in from Palma de Mallorca. Next up will be ETA. ETA Airways, flight 110, an A321neo arriving from Rome. Gesundheit. Harry says in Dutch, I've heard that Air Force One will be arriving around 7. That was the original estimated time of arrival, but the airplane left an hour and 15 minutes late. So I think the actual time of arrival is going to be somewhere between 8 and 9. Let's see, 2.5 hours of streaming we have done before the break. Now 1 hour and 19 minutes. So that amounts to 4 hours approximately. So that means we should be halfway through the capacity of my power tank. It's now 5:15. With another 4 hours, that's 9:15. Yeah. ETA Airways flight 110, A321neo arriving from Rome, 2 hours and 4 minutes away. The EIHXE. Airplane a year old, first flight April 2024. Wish the sun was shining, that would have been even better. But even with overcast conditions, you can just see just how pretty this blue metallic metallic Italian livery looks. When the sun is shining on it, it looks even better. And thank you, Wolfgang. Apparently I missed a super chat. Let me see if I can still find it. Would have to use my filter then. Let's see. Ah yeah. Totally missed that one, Roy. Apologies for that. I overlooked the super chat, a very generous one at that. Boy, if today's stream is over, you probably may welcome the 40k subscriber. Nice, you're doing well. Roy for boy, mate, thank you so much for your generosity and apologies for missing that super chat. Thank you, Wolfgang, for letting me know. That was completely unintentional, Roy. It is very busy here. I am completely busy all the time and I do sometimes miss stuff. Thank you so much for letting me know, Wolfgang, and apologies, Roy, and thank you, a belated thank you. This is Ryanair, flight 3006, arriving from Dublin, Ireland. Max 8. You can recognize those shark fins, if you will. Makes it easy to discern. That's a Max 8 or a Max 9. The super chat is fast. I even upped the level for participation to the chat to being a subscriber for 20 minutes. Otherwise, you still might get people that are spamming in the chat. And still it is going really fast. GA Photos, thank you so much for your super chat. That one I did see. Thanks for all the time you put into this. It's great to see so much enthusiastic airplane lovers. It is, isn't it? It's lovely to see that everybody is finding the stream and coming together here to see everything that is taking place over here at Schiphol Airport. Hope you guys are having fun. I know certainly I am. Over here we have EasyJet arriving from Persenchester. Flight 22169, an A320, Finnair A321 behind it, arriving from bloody Helsinki in Finland. Jeffrey says, time for another dance, is that so? Looking at my screen, 3500. What's the last two dances? That was 2000 and 2500, right? So that's another two dances then that you guys are due. Dance, dance, dance. But not before the chat goes wild and I am missing Tom's super chat just now. Thank you for your determination streaming all the arrivals. Love that so many people joined you today. I absolutely agree, Tom. Thank you all so much for joining me here today and also for liking so massively this stream. 3,500 likes, 2 airplane dances for you. This one is for the 3,000 likes. Thank you all so much, ladies and gentlemen. Oh man, this is the best trampled bit of field period. I get a round of applause from the bystanders to my left. There is another airplane dance to do because we still have to do the 3,500 dance. Thank you all so much. 3,500 likes and more dances for you. Here we go. Thank you all so much, ladies and gentlemen. Round of applause from the Tesla. Oh, Valentine. Absolutely amazing. Ramon asks if Air Force One will be escorted by fighter jets. That's a good question, and the honest answer is I don't know. It would be nice, but the honest answer is I have no idea. This is a first for me. Even though I've been into aviation all my life, can't recall ever having reported on an event like this. So it's going to be the first time for me as well to see Air Force One live, if it actually is landing over here pretty soon. You're a talented dancer indeed, Lisa. Right, time for a little sip of Coke, courtesy of the police. Hey, and D says Air Force One is back up to date. That is good news. So, Air Force One once again on ADS-B. Let us have a look together and see where it is currently flying. Right, so here is Air Force One. Air Force One is slowly but surely approaching. Is now still underway. I thought I zoomed in. So yeah, 92-900 is what you need to enter here in the search ding thingy. Ding is thing in Dutch. I'm sobering up, I need more vodka, but that's the Coke. It's sobering me up. Makes me resort to speaking Dutch all of a sudden. 92-900 is what you need to fill in on ADS-B to find the Air Force One. This is a British Airways, and it is an M190 arriving from London City. Vodka and Coke indeed, chef. This is the Netherlands, where I got free Coke handed to me by Officer Rudolph, the police just handing out Coke to me. What a trooper, eh? AV. No Avion mineral water, but AV. Let's see. I'm seeing narrowbodies. Royal Air Maroc also approaching. Police helicopter is still hovering above the area of the Polderbaan over there. This is Transavia. Transavia arriving from Pisa. Pisa. It's Transavia flight 5424, 737-800. Lisa is wondering who is Avi. Is there something I need to know? Explain yourself. Alrighty, so the second airplane arriving from the Polish government coming this way, a 737-800 PLF 101 is now number 2 here on the glide slope to the center runway. Before it is an A321neo, a jet and a Dodo jet arriving from Istanbul, Turkey. 3 hours and 24 minutes on the way. That's a bit longer than normally would have been the case. Istanbul, Amsterdam averages around 3 hours, just like Athens, Amsterdam does. So 3 hours and 24 minutes. Seems like either they have had headwind on the way Or maybe they flew a more elaborate route than they normally do. Two-year-old airplane. Its first flight was in October 2022. And in the meantime, I think I must have missed something. Thank you for bringing that under my attention, Paul. Donations that I have missed. I first of all saw Ramon's super sticker, vibes surrounded with little purple stars. Thank you so much for that. And Blobomatic and Patrick Insulani. Let me see if I can find that. Blobo. Yeah, thank you so much, Blobomatic, for your super chat, mate. Apologies for the delayed response. Thank you, Paul, for letting me know. Somebody disliking the fact that I took the time to thank Blobomatic. Screw you. And the other one was from Patrick Insulani, mate. Thank you so much. Generous super chat there. Apologies for missing that, Patrick. It was unintentional. Thank you, Paul, for bringing it under my attention. He writes in Dutch. Thank you for your stream, boy. Thumbs up. You're welcome, mate. Apologies for missing your super chat initially. That was not intentional. Before going back to the computer, also a massive big thank you to Mike van Veldhoven, who writes in Dutch. Thank you for the top stream. Thank you so much, mate. Doing the best I can. Glad to hear you were enjoying Royal Air Maroc in the meantime, landing over here. No, wait, that's the Polish 737, of course. Next up, Air Pegasus. Pegasus Air. Pegasus. Still relatively high humidity. You can see it is an A321neo and was temporary. No, it's still producing flap tip vortices. You usually see that when there is relative high humidity. Two new members to celebrate as well, Wolfgang says. Is that so? Rob Lurb, I see. And Hieronymus Berg. Nice name. Hieronymus Berg and Rob Lurb, our latest Aurora Skylines members. Welcome to you both. Apologies for the delayed welcome. Thank you, Wolfgang, for letting me know. Enjoy the custom emojis that you have at your disposal. Thank you both for your vote of confidence. Have fun with the custom emojis. They're there for a reason. Spamming is not allowed, but you are allowed to have fun with the custom emojis. Get creative with them. Make us laugh with them. Pegasus Flight 1257 is arriving from Istanbul. 3 hours and 25 minutes on the way. Took a bit longer than normal. Also a massive big thank you to Jetsung for your 100 underlined twice super sticker. Much appreciated, my friend. Thank you so much. Just as I stood up from the laptop, I go back again. Adi Visker just now super chatted. Hoi, hier een donatie voor bier. Groeten uit Bremen. A donation for beer. Greetings from Bremen. Thank you so much, Adi. Once again, somebody disliking when I am celebrating a donation. Piss off when you are not liking that I take the time to value the audience. Monzi celebrating 6 months of membership. He writes, thanks, you're welcome, Monzi. Good to see you again. Hope all is well on your end. And thank you so much for the continued support. Let's see. This is an M190 KLM. And it is arriving from Copenhagen. Oh. Dylan just became our latest Aurora Sky Lounge member. Dylan VK, thank you so much for choosing the Aurora Sky Lounge as your place to hang out in. In the meantime, a massive big thank you to John, who just now gifted memberships. Where is that message? What the fudge? Here it is, John just now gifting 5 memberships. Thank you so much, John. That is really generous of you. I hope that everybody who received a gifted membership from you will say thank you for it. Also, a massive big thank you to Invisible for your super chat. John, Invisible, thank you all so much. And Dylan, welcome to the Aurora Sky Lounge. Hope you are going to like it in the lounge. Have fun with custom emojis. Also, if you just received a gifted membership, don't forget to say thank you to whoever gifted you the membership. And don't forget to have fun with the custom emojis. Sun Express is coming in next, arriving from Konya. Flight 1444, 737-800, 3 hours and 58 minutes on the way. Tango Charlie Sierra Oscar Golf is the registration. TC SOG. Well, despite all the drizzle, the ground here is not soggy, let me tell you that. Still dry as... What's the expression? Dry as a bone? Or... Really dry here. You can see... It hasn't rained significantly for a while, and the drizzle of today did not do a lot to help. Sorry?
Ik denk dat ze het hebben afgesloten hier.
Oh ja?
Daar is de politie. Niemand meer bij.
Ah, oké.
Er rijdt heel geen politie meer, omdat ze aan het begin en het einde controleren.
Ah, okay. So apparently they have closed off the area, is what Valentine is saying, because at the end of the 2000L road, where we are standing, is a side road from, apparently there are police now blocking everything. That is a good sign.
Nou, het wordt alleen maar rustiger.
It does get more quiet over here, and I will tell you that is a good sign, and I will tell you why. Likelihood of the Air Force One landing here increases. So yeah, apparently you cannot enter Redlet. Apparently that's no longer possible. In the meantime, this is Royal Air Maroc, flight 850. Yeah, you make a good point, Valentine. Otherwise it would have been filled with people over here. So that is an interesting observation there. Meanwhile, Arjan van Vught, once again added, mate, thank you so much. Arjan van Vught, just now gifting 10 memberships. You really didn't have to do that, mate. You two, so many times before, have already gifted memberships, and now once again 10 memberships courtesy of you. I hope that everybody who received a gifted membership from you will say thank you for it, and will enjoy the custom emojis that they now have at their disposal for a month. Arjan, mate, thank you so much for your generosity. And welcome to the Aurora Sky Lounge new members. Leroy is optimistic about the estimated time of arrival. He says, from current position, I think it arrives 7 to 7:30 local time. That is an interesting observation. Okay, Manan also back in the chat. Good to see you, mate. And Hoi Hossel, lovely name. Hoi Hossel just became our latest Aurora Sky Lounge member. Hoi Hossel, welcome to the club. Thanks for your vote of confidence. I hope you're going to like it in the lounge. I am curious. Have they actually blocked the road now? It's hard to see. Have they actually blocked the road on that side? It doesn't look like it. I cannot see any fences or anything.
Er is zo weinig verkeer nog.
Yeah, that's true. And over there you're saying they...
Ja, daar sowieso.
Yeah, well, there's a police... Oh, I do see some tape. But that's more for the direction to the Maxima Kaserne. There's a military base over there. If you go to the right, where that car was also driving. But there's a sort of corridor that you cannot pass through and you'll get a ticket because there's a camera if you pass and are not allowed to do that. So I'm not sure. But it is odd that it is getting more calm over here than it was earlier in the day. That is true. Then again, there are also spotters who already left in the early afternoon because the sun was going to be shining from the opposite side and they wanted perfect lighting. Either way, we'll see soon enough. DLW Pro and L just became our latest Aurora Sky Lounge member. Thank you so much for your vote of confidence. Welcome to the Aurora Sky Lounge. Hope the lounge will be to your liking. Italy next. I am seeing Croatia Airlines first, or is that an airplane that isn't visible on flight radar coming in next? From what I can tell, it is Croatia Airlines coming in first, arriving from Split. Or is it? No. Right. So this is an Italian. Yeah, this is an Italian plane, isn't it? Oh yeah, Repubblica Italiana. Allora, buonasera. E benvenuti. Understated airplane if you compare it with the beautiful outspoken livery of ITA. Very modest. There's the next airplane. That is Croatia Airlines Flight 450 arriving from Split. Before that, BY, thank you so much for your super chat. Velzerbroek, it starts raining. Noor, Yazin and Elias, thank you all three so much for the information and for your donation. And I also saw we had a new member. Jeffrey Scholte renewed his membership. Jeffrey, welcome back to the Aurora Sky Lounge. Thank you for renewing your membership. We kept your seat warm and left everything the way you left it. Welcome back, Jeffrey, and thank you so much for the renewal of your membership. This is Croatia Airlines Flight 4450, arriving from Lickety Split in Croatia. 2 hours and 5 minutes on the way. The 9 Alpha Charlie Tango Kilo. 25 years old. First flight April 2000. You make a good point, boss. Don't forget your second break. What would be a good time to have another 30-minute break so that we can definitely see the arrival of Air Force One, if it is landing over here at least. What more dignitary airplanes are arriving? Next airplane coming in is a MAX 8 from Madrid, Air Europa, flight 1093. Donation from Richard. Apparently I missed it. Let's see if I can find it. There it is, Richard. Apologies, and thank you, Paul, for letting me know. Thank you for your super chat, Richard, who writes, love your aviation passion and enthusiasm. Keep it up. Greetings from the Schiphol Deep Turnaround team and Vliegveld Middenmeer. Richard, thank you so much for your kind words and for your donation. Apologies for my belated response. Paul, thank you for letting me know. Now, how can I get back quickly to the back of the chat? I think that's over there. Oh. Also a massive big thank you to Maus the German. Dankeschön. Maus the German, tuning in from Moselle Femme Valley in Germany. Herzlich willkommen und vielen Dank für die Unterstützung, Maus the German. Another person disliking, screw you. If you don't like me celebrating super chats and donations, piss the hell off. Don't understand why people are so impatient. People who dislike when I celebrate donations should bugger off and watch another live stream. There's no room on AMS Live for you guys. Now over here we have Vueling in a special livery. Dream, Play, Fly. Arriving from Palma de Mallorca. 2 hours and 15 minutes on the way. Echo Charlie, Lima, Zulu, November. 11-year-old airplane. First flight January 2014. We've seen this one before, haven't we? That's the women's soccer team for, what was it? I don't watch footballs. It was Barcelona or something, right? Barcelona, I think. Air Force One is close to the UK, Rick says. Let's have a look. But not before we are filming this arrival. This is China Eastern Airlines arrival from Shanghai. Shanghai in China. 10 hours and 55 minutes on the way. It is a 777-300ER. Registration is Bravo 7882. Screw you, Ray. Sometimes I want to dislike to get boys' reaction. I wish those keyboard warriors would come and do that and tell that in my face, but they don't dare. They're chicken. I'm talking to all you keyboard warriors. China Eastern. What a beautiful machine. Never grows old, does it? Turkish government has already landed. Right, Norwegian is coming in next. Let's have a quick look and see where Air Force One is at in the sky right now. Is that refreshed? Don't think it is. Let's refresh the page. See. Okay, now the globe isn't showing anymore, or is it? Oh yeah, there it is. So it is approaching Ireland. Still well over 2 hours away, I would say. Yeah, it's definitely arriving somewhere between 8 and 9, but still hard to see and to estimate how long it is going to take from over here. Then again, we'll see it soon enough. In the meantime, Let's see, E2 Embraer 195 arriving. Oh no, first Norwegian. Norwegian has somebody on the tail. Next up an E2 Embraer 195. KLM flight 1968, E2 Embraer 195, arriving from Zagreb. 1 hour and 48 minutes on the way. The Papa Hotel, November X-Ray Golf. Oh. Also trying to zoom out on flight radar to see what else is coming this way. See that Jackie is also back in the chat. Good to see you, Jackie. Hope all is well. Well, it would be helpful if you could tell me whose names I need to look, because the chat is going so goddamn fast. I am searching based on names to find messages more quickly. Otherwise, if I have to scroll up, it takes ages. Apologies for missing things here, people. Right, looks like the next airplane turning in is a bit further away still, an A319 arriving from London Luton. That should give me some time to catch up. In the meantime, Lifeline, thank you so much for your super chat. Rise above it, be yourself and stay positive. I'll decide that. I am absolutely angry sometimes, and that is... Anyway, never mind. Thank you so much for your generosity. But that is... Right. Anyway, I am missing messages. I don't know whose it are. Okan and Agabi. So sorry, guys. Okan. Mate, thank you so much for your super sticker. Thanks, written on top of a purple heart. Thank you so much for that, Okan. Apologies for having missed it. Thank you, Paul, for letting me know. And also the other message. Where is it? Aggie B. Thank you so much for your super chat, Aggie B. I am thrilled, and a new sub, schöne Grüße aus Frankfurt. Thank you so much, Aggie B. Sorry for missing your message initially. Thank you, Paul, for reminding me. In the meantime, let's see. The next airplane coming in is an A319 arriving from London Luton, flight 22519. Which I'm not yet seeing. There it is. Emerging from the clouds a bit later than I thought it was. In the meantime, Erjan, welcome to the Aurora Sky Lounge, mate. Thank you so much for your vote of confidence. Don't forget to use those custom emojis that you now have at your disposal. They're there to be had fun with. This is EasyJet flight 22519 arriving from London Luton. 37 minutes on the way. Look away if you are Luton intolerant, it might give you the cramps. Michael is going home for dinner, or is going to have some dinner, and then, oh, just a break. And Air Force One is not coming alone, EK reports. Now I thought there were two Air Force Ones. Air Force One and Air Force Two were arriving, weren't they? Thanks for the heads up. Enjoy your dinner, Michael. Michael from Air Traffic Control giving us a small heads up that Air Force One will not be arriving alone. Well, I thought people already saw Air Force Two in the air as well. Maybe it'll also be accompanied by jets. Would be nice, wouldn't it? Now, I think I also need to do another half-hour break to make sure that we have enough power in the tank before going for the final third stint with the landing of Air Force One, hopefully here on Runway Center. So I'm thinking, are there any interesting airplanes? Well, there is an A350 underway right now. What else is underway? Yeah, Air Force 2 was just behind Air Force 1. In the meantime, Emil van Gelderen, thank you so much for your super chat. Make AMS Live great again. Thank you so much for that, my friend. Also a massive big thank you to Whistle NL and Nick de Vries, who super chatted and say thanks for the fun stream, boy. En respectively groetjes uit Leeuwarden bij Nick de Vries. Thank you so much, guys, for the super chats. The Jetsons are going to be there. Right, so if I interpret that correctly, I'm thinking fighter jet escort. I'm thinking I'm going to film the A350 arriving from Beijing, which is now in the vicinity of Hoorn, and after that I am going to take a break then, probably. China Southern Airlines A350, I think that is going to be the last airplane for this second part of the stream. After that I am going to take a half-hour break so that we still have enough juice in the tank to film the arrival of Air Force One, ladies and gentlemen. O says take a break so that I can also go to the shop. Win-win for both of us then. Yeah, of course I am going to film the A350 that is arriving from China first. Hey, Jerome is also back in the chat. Captain Jerry, good to see you, my friend. Were you there long already? Hope you were doing well, Jerry. He writes, nice coverage. Thank you so much, my friend. I do the best I can. Glad to hear you're enjoying. So, Air Force One is approaching. It's not going to come alone. The Jetsons are coming along with it, is what is mentioned by ATC. Yeah, so definitely a grand finale of a beautiful day that I don't want to miss because of too little juice in the tank. This is Transavia flight 6148 arriving from Alicante. Next up, KLM flight 1532 E2 Embraer 195. flying over there. And FC ball op dak, ball op dak, ball on rooftop united. Nice. With a banana. Thank you.
This shit is bananas. B-A-N-A-N-A-Yeah.
Thank you so much, FC Ball op Dak United. Love the name. This is KLM flight 1532, arriving from Valencia. 2 hours and 13 minutes on the way. E2M 195. Papa Hotel. November X-ray whiskey. November X-ray whiskey. Arnhem Holland is very specific and says 8:11 is the time of arrival of Air Force One. That is very specific information, and that begs the question, what is your source, my friend? Where have you gotten this information from?
Maybe Roelof.
Maybe Roelof? Nah, don't think so. Don't think he has that specific information.
He only brings around the Coke.
Just a quick sip of Coke. Courtesy of Officer Roelof. Is that Fidel Castro? I think it is. Fidel Castro hunting for Pinky and the Brain. Yeah, that's Fidel Castro, alright. Hovering over there. In the meantime, China Southern Airlines should become visible pretty soon. I thought I saw that Jörg went ahead and just now gifted 10 memberships. Mate, thank you so much for that. You really did not have to do that. Much appreciated, Jörg. I hope that everybody who receives a gifted membership from you will say thank you for it. Don't forget to have fun with the custom emojis that you now have at your disposal, guys. Jörg, thank you so much. You really didn't have to do that. Welcome to the Skyline's new members. Don't forget to say thank you or dankeschön to Jörg if you're one of the 10 recipients of his gifted memberships just now. Now, where is the A350? There it is, just becoming visible. The clouds are still in the way. You can clearly see it is appearing from the clouds. China Southern Airlines flight 345 arriving from Beijing in China. 9 hours and 26 minutes on the way. A350-900, Bravo 324 Sierra. Nine hours and 26 minutes on the way. The airplane is 4 years old. First flight June 2021. Now, I think I also missed a message from Len. Don't know which of the mods said that I missed it. Thank you so much for reminding me. Len, thank you so much for your super chat. Len says in Dutch, groetjes en ook aan mijn dochter Merel. Merel, groetjes van Len. Thank you so much, Len. Apologies for my delayed response. Thank you. Don't know if it was Wolfgang or if it was Paul, whoever it was, for reminding me. Angry looking A350 arriving from China. The A350 has landed. All right. And the reversers being applied. Now, also Von M. Palme almost. I hope I pronounced that somewhat properly. Thank you so much for your generous super chat. Thanks for the awesome work, mate. You're the first Dutch person that I hear say Coke instead of cola. Somebody has to be the first. Somebody has to do it, right? Thank you so much, Von M. Palme, almost for your super chat and for your kind words. I'm glad that you are enjoying what I'm doing. Hope everybody does. Stay tuned, guys. I am going to return with a third stream in half an hour or so from now. I'll announce it pretty soon, so don't go anywhere. We'll be back for part 3 in half an hour or so, and hopefully in that part we are going to see Air Force One arrive. So stay tuned, and I will see you then. Bye for now, guys.